You downloaded Starfish Literacy's Phonological Awareness activity. Now what? Let's take a look at it together. An important thing to note before we dive into this activity is that phonological awareness is not phonics. Phonological awareness is your child's ability to hear and manipulate the words and sounds they are hearing. When you have a moment, make sure to read this over because it's going to explain more in depth about phonological awareness and about its importance. We want to point out the 4 parts of phonological awareness that your child will be practicing in this activity. The first is going to be sentences. So that is a set of words that is complete in itself, like the sloth moves slowly. The next part is going to be compound words. This is going to be 2 or more words that make up a larger word, like cupcake or basketball. Next is going to be multisyllabic words. These are words that have 2 or more syllables in them, like table. Lastly, and probably most complicated, is onset rhyme. I want to give you a more detailed explanation of what onset rhyme is. The onset is going to be everything that comes before the vowel. That is the The rhyme is going to be the vowel and everything that comes at the end. So we have at. Now you tell me, what is the onset in this word, chop, and what is the rhyme? Yep, so the onset is going to be ch, and the rhyme is going to be up. This game functions like Jeopardy! Your child can pick any of the boxes and you would ask them the question that is there. Underneath the question in smaller font is going to be the answer that your child would give. The object of the game would be for your child to reach 3,000 points in order to win. I want to go over the 3 different types of things that your child would be asked to do. The first would be blending. So let's take a look at onset rhyme for 100. You would read exactly what it says here. Blend the parts of the word together. V, et, v, et. So that's what you would say. The answer you would want your child to say, and it's written here, is vet. Let's say they got that right. They could color it in. And I recommend putting these papers in sheet protectors. That way you get multiple uses out of this one page. I'll link the ones that I've used below because they are incredibly durable. Let's say your child wants compound words 100. You would read exactly what it says there. Blend the parts of the word together. Foot plus ball. Foot, ball. They would say, yep, football. So those are 2 examples of blending. Let's take a look at another component they'll be asked to do in this game, which is called segmenting. That is breaking something up, either breaking up a sentence or a word into smaller parts. Let's take a look at onset rhyme for 300. So you would say, segment the word hat into its onset and rhyme. And the answer would be and at. And at. So you'll see the reason why this is worth more points is because it is a more complicated skill. You may have to explain what this is to your child, but the key here is that your child is breaking the word apart into smaller pieces. Really, we want them to be able to identify the first part, which is in this word going to be that first consonant, and the vowel and what comes after that second part, which is the rhyme. Let's say they try multisyllabic words for 300. Segment the word into its syllables or into smaller parts. So the word is shampoo. So your child would segment it into its smaller parts. Sham-poo, sham-poo. So they got that right and they can color it in. Let's take a look at the last thing your child will be asked to do, which is to manipulate or change something in the sentence or in the word. Let's take a look at sentences for 500. Change the last word in the sentence. And then it has the sentence written here. The puppy went to the vet. For this type of question, there could be a variety of answers, which is why you'll see on the page it is written possible answers. So one of the answers could be the puppy went to the park. Let's say your child got that correct. Color it in. And now let's take a look at onset rhyme for 500. Change the onset or the first consonant to make a new word. So you would tell them the word is lip, and they would be changing l to a new sound. Again, you'll see possible answers and maybe they make it sip or hip or dip. So any of those would be a correct answer to that question. And let's say they got it right. Color it in. This is not a complete board, but I did want to show you a variety of the types of questions that your child would be asked as they are playing Phonological Fun. Make sure to share in the comments how your child is enjoying this game. And follow Starfish Literacy for more resources like these and more tips that you can use to support your child's reading and writing skills.